Hey, y'all. Listen, over the events of the past couple of weeks, how it's turned out is that Deb and I have adopted another cat. We have had cats our entire married life, starting with the cat that we sort of adopted, maybe stole, I don't know, before we were married, and through the beginning of our marriage, Pia. And then we ended up with, let's see, who do we have next? We had G. Some of you may have seen pictures on our Facebook pages of G. And then we had Tammy, which is my mother-in-law's cat. After our mother-in-law passed away, we got Tammy. So we had Tammy and G for years. I mean, like 16 years. A long time. Not even like a little bit, a long time. As far as we could tell, Tammy was over 20 when she finally passed away. And so we haven't had a cat since G. And that was probably 2016 or so. So we haven't had a cat in a while. This particular animal, I'm making this video because this particular animal is an animal that my exterminator had, that is an older cat. As far as we can tell, she's probably 10 or 11, maybe 12. And they found her and brought her to their house. Unfortunately, she'd already been declawed and was having trouble fending for herself in a household that already had cats, and was in sort of dire straits. You know, just she looked like Bill the cat. She looked like Bill the cat. A lot of nervousness, a lot of pulling. You know, they bite themselves and pull their hair and that kind of stuff. And she needed a place where she could enjoy the rest of her life. She needed a place. She deserved a place where she could enjoy the rest of her life with comfort and ease and love. So, as hard as it was for me, because I told Debbie that I miss G, but I didn't miss having a pet. I didn't. You know, the litter box, the food, you know, all the stuff it takes, you know, to have a pet. Can I go on vacation now? Can I leave the house? How long can we be away? Is someone going to come watch? Is someone going to come watch and, you know, make sure that they have food and water? All that stuff that comes with, you know, having a pet, taking them to the vet, all that stuff. I didn't miss any of that. I didn't. I did miss, you know, sitting on my chair and listening to G purr as I was rubbing his neck, scratching his back. I did miss that, but I've got that back. The kitty, they had been calling Trash Cat because when they first found this animal, she was in a trash bin, you know, digging for food. So I just can't have a cat, you know, animal called Trash Cat. So we sort of urbanized her name to TC. Not necessarily TC, like the character in that show with Mr. T. But TC, like Niecy. And she is fabulous. Now, I'm doing a video about TC, because she's not ready yet, I don't think, to be on camera. She's not quite camera ready, as far as I'm concerned. She's still wearing that cone of shame to keep from biting herself, and she hasn't been groomed. She looks rough, but inside of her is a wonderful, wonderful little animal. And for however long we have her, we're going to love her and enjoy her. So, some of you who watch the channel, I'm not going to get emotional. I'm not. I could, but I'm not going to. Who are maybe a little bit more stable, more you know, a little older, I guess, more mature, and you don't have little kids around, and you need and you can have an older animal, and you'd like a pet. Really consider adopting or rescuing an older animal, because when they hit the shelters, that's usually a death warrant for them. And a lot of times they have lots of good years left. But everybody wants a puppy, everybody wants a kitten, everybody wants an infant. When we got TC was already litter box trained, and so we didn't have to go through that, which is super, super cool. So much so that we had the box in one place on one day and then moved it to where it's going to be the next day. She found that she had any problem with it. It was great. Same thing with her food dishes, as we were kind of adjusting to see what was going to be the best thing. And anyway, if you're thinking about adopting a pet or rescuing a pet, please think about an older animal that very well may have some good years left. All right, we got to get out of here. Listen, thank you again for subscribing and commenting and sharing, and the support that you've given to the channel so far. Debbie and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you ever so much. We'll see you in the next video.